Tijuana, Mexico, here is Thunder Night!
Hello, hello, and welcome to Thunder Nights. My name is Tony Allen, and I'm here with La Mera Mera Thunder Rosa. How you doing, Thunder?
I am doing great. I'm just trying to shove this in my mouth. The last meal of the day. Guys, I'm at 136 pounds. Everybody's saying I'm skinny, but I'm not. I'm just getting the muscle. Like, look.
Getting ripped.
Yeah, but oh my God. Before we start with everything that we're going to talk about today, because we have some juicy stuff.
Ew,
like
that was the
wet and
wrong way
juicy
to
and
put
moist.
that.
Wet and
No.
juicy and moist things that we're going to
Ugh.
talk about, that I want you guys, I really want to have a real conversation with you guys where we talk about how far can go far, or how far is too far. But
Well,
we're
that
going to go
I'm gonna say what we're gonna look at today was too far,
but this is part
and I mean
like
in distance as well.
yes, this is part of like content creation, and I want to hear from you guys because a lot of you guys are patrons and you guys know that what I do and like what I post in there. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it later. But I wanted to start with, we were supposed to have Thunder Nights a couple weeks ago, but you know it was like raining in Monterey, and the
It's flooding.
the
Flooding over here.
monsoon came in and destroyed the city. But the second week I was not available because I was at DDP's house. I
That's
didn't
right.
have a lot of content there because I was actually working out. I went through the gauntlet. He calls it the gauntlet, in which is a cold plunge. Then you get into oxygen mask. You do like reverse walking on the treadmill. Then you do bicycle with the oxygen. So you are like training in high altitude with like less oxygen, and then it's just crazy. And then from there, we go and do DDP yoga. As you can see, I'm the owner now of a DDP yoga heart monitor, but I actually need to buy the real one because I was sent without the charger. And I've been doing DDP yoga 3 to 4 times a week. And I have the power cuffs. That's another thing that I will be showing you guys on
I think we did see that on the vlog. Like that was the one of the things that you did had on.
Yes, I
It's
put it
like-
on the vlog,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna have a little reel tomorrow that I'll post on Instagram and TikTok. And let me tell you, DDP Diamond Dallas Page is probably one of the nicest human beings in the world. Him and his wife Paige. It's so funny, Paige, and Paige. Um, beautiful people, and I did a really good interview with him. And it's gonna be on his socials, and it's also gonna be our workout is gonna be on, I think, on his on the app, right? That's where he posts all
Yeah,
his
it's
stuff.
gonna be a train session on the app.
Yes,
But that's gonna be a level that I'm not at right now.
Oh my God, it
Yeah.
was insane. Even he was like, "Oh, I never done this workout before," and I'm like,
What?
"Wait, what?" And you had me do this thing? Okay, cool. But one thing I will tell you, I'm very, very flexible. I'm stronger than I thought I was, and I really miss doing the cold plunge. So I need to get a cold plunge because, believe it or not, I like it. You sleep really, really well.
Yeah, but
And
I've done it a couple of times, and I always thought that it was like rejuvenating. Like I really well, I used to live like in very cold areas, so I always felt that going outside in the cold was feel good. So I did the polar, what's it called, the polar bear challenge. Like they
yes,
go on the 1st of January,
Mhm.
and then you go into the cold water. Like it's insane, but it's pretty cool,
It's
man.
cold.
Yeah,
How
it's they,
cold? How cold was the cold water?
I think it was -1, something like that, or like -2 because but it's not frozen because it's the ocean. But it's like
It's Celsius. Is -1 Celsius?
Celsius, yes, of course, yeah. It's like, well, it says like 32, 30, something like that. Yeah, it was on the coast of Vancouver, so yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
And for those in the live chat, thank you. I want to say thank you to Ryan Romano. He just sent me $10. 2 more weeks before my birthday. And he also gave me a letter. He sent me a birthday card with like really cute pictures and like really cute things that he did for the last couple of months that he has not been able to send them to me. Then I have other people that they've been sending me cards. Sorry, I have not answered. But I also want to give it a shout out to Little Ricky. Little Ricky, his brother. He was dressed up as what was he dressed up as? Oh, Will Ospreay. And people were telling him if he was Ric Flair, and he was getting so mad. He was like, "No,
Oh wow.
I'm
Oh,
Will
because of the
Ospreay."
feathers and all. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really cool.
Yeah.
Another cool thing that I did this week. So I did DDP, and then you guys saw, for those who are part of the Patreon, you guys saw me wearing some sexy stuff in a rodeo. I did a music video for one of my friends, and that was a lot of fun. I was riding, and you guys saw it on the vlog. I was riding a motor vehicle. Then honestly, I was
A racer.
If
That's
I'm
what they
like-
call a Polaris racer, something like that. They call.
I was having a lot of anxiety. I wanted to jump off the thing.
we
I
could
was
tell.
terrified.
We could tell.
terrified.
Yeah, it was not a fun time, huh?
Yeah, it's like there's certain things in life. I can jump from a table into a trash can, and I can do a Spanish fly on 10 people from the second floor. But don't put me on a motorcycle, and don't put me on one of those, because it terrifies me. Believe it or
What
not.
is it? The like the sound of the engine, or what
No,
is it?
it's like, because it can flip.
Well, yeah. Well, those vehicles, I don't like them. They use them a lot over here in Mexico. You know that. I mean, you know who uses
Por eso
them.
tengo miedo. Like when I was when I
Yeah.
was younger,
Right.
one of my first boyfriends, he loved to go to
Oh.
Ensenada and use that motorcycle, the tricycle, right?
The quad. Yeah.
Yeah, the quad. So I went on that thing, no helmet, nothing, Mexican style. Why not?
Yeah.
I was on that thing, and then there was a big piece of road missing.
Yeah.
I
So it
went
was
in there.
Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, I went in there, and I flip over, and I totally like scorpion myself. I'll never do that shit again, ever again. So ever since then, I hate motorcycles. I'd rather ride a horse and get kicked by a horse, because at least I know what I'm expecting.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you survived that, and tell us a little bit about the video that you shot for your
The
homie
video,
and the song.
The video is he is trying to sell this song for a I don't know, for a team or something. It's really, really cool. We did something in a boxing arena, and then from there he acted like he was a boxer and stuff, and then he brought a bunch of first responders. He brought a bunch of people on horses. Like, the whole thing was really I don't know how he pulled it off, and the budget wasn't really high, but he pulled it off real well, and I can't wait to see it. And then
What's his
it
name?
was
Tristan
100
Cole?
degrees.
That's his name? Tristan?
Tristan Cole.
Cole,
Follow him, Tristan Cole. And also the Patriot, the rapper Patriot. He's actually on Billboard. He has a lot of Billboard songs, which super smart guy. He's a former Marine. Not super nice. He was giving me a lot of advice in terms of helping each other out with certain things and doing some stuff for my social media. Shout out to him too. He was awesome. And there was at one point, it was 100 degrees, and we are on this rodeo, and I'm holding this smoke things, and I've done it before in some other my
in Los Angeles.
photo shoots.
Yeah.
But not 100 degrees. So I'm walking, and I'm like, these things are really hot. I keep saying that, and when I noticed, they were burning. There was fire coming out of them. I almost burned myself. Yeah, it was crazy.
I thought they didn't catch on fire. That's crazy.
They did catch on fire. They did catch on fire.
Because somebody's narrating on the video, and it goes "You're so hot." No, she's burning, bro. It's not. It's not a funny thing. Yeah.
But it was crazy. Then it was a crazy traveling day too. And then what else? And then I ended up this last Thursday. I ended up staying in front of Graceland at the Elvis Hotel,
right?
Which is overly priced. And they under-delivered. I ate the peanut butter and jelly sandwich from there. It was actually pretty decent. There was a line. There's people in a line waiting for the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
For the
it's
sandwich?
just a basic ass. basic ass peanut butter and jelly sandwich, guys.
Wow,
I
that's
swear to
crazy.
God. Yeah. So yeah, it was one of those weekends, and I had really good content for you Patreons. Believe me, you are not gonna regret this one. Very classy things, you know, classy and sexy. And then we did
And a
the
lot of
USA
it.
picture,
And a lot of
the USA picture that went really really well on socials,
yeah.
and then we did some other really fun stuff. You guys are gonna love it. And then we're gonna do some stuff in London, which I'm really excited. And I have a collaboration that I'm gonna tell you next week once I am there, and it's like set in stone. Uh, it's a comeback. It's a comeback for someone, and I know you guys are gonna love it. And yes, this weekend was fun too. I can't really say because you guys have to wait until Friday. But Diona keeps running her mouth.
Right.
This is far from over. She called me an idiot. I've been called an idiot so many times, so it doesn't faze me. Good for her. Yeah. Yeah. It's just I don't like
Yeah,
cheaters. I don't
things
like
are
people that,
coming. Yes. Yes.
yeah. I don't like
Yeah.
cheaters. I don't like people that, want to get over one on you and they think that it's okay. I don't like when people get away with murder and they think that they can do whatever they want and they get rewarded. I don't like that people. I will never will. I never did and I never will. I like to do things the right way. Even though it takes longer, even though it's harder, I'll do the things the right way, and that's my way. And if she thinks that I'm an idiot because I'm trying to reignite things, yes, I might be an idiot, but I'm also pretty smart in knowing that it's going to be a point in where she cannot run away from me, and she's going to have to do the things the way that I want them to go, because it's coming. It's coming, and I'm just being very patient. Very patient.
Well, the thing is, like, there's a huge difference between having principles and not having principles, and that shows. So if you go and hit people on the back, if you go and attack people after matches, which, like, that's a recurring thing now. Like, what's going on with that?
I don't know, but I just know that she said that she was gonna knock my teeth out. Good, because I need to go to the dentist anyways, and I know that there's a dentist working at my job. I don't trust the dentist, so I'm gonna go somewhere else if that happens. So there you go.
All
right,
right.
Tony. What
All
are we
right.
gonna talk about
So there was a lot of soccer going on in the United States. This
today? Yes.
and in all over the world, because they had
all over
the
the world,
Copa America and the Eurocup running at the same time. So at one point during last 2 weeks, there was 5 games in a day. So I would like to ask the chat, the Thunder Army, if they watch some of these games, like if they, because 2026 you guys are going to have the World Cup. Well, actually, we're going to share the World Cup. So it's going to be 3 countries. And the thing that is, like, in everybody's thought is that the United States and Mexico are out of the Copa America, and somehow Canada, surprise here, I don't know how that happened. Well, I know they know how to score. They're going to know how to score goals, so that's how they got there. So the question is, do you guys watch the games, and are you guys excited for the World Cup? For the Thunder Army, did you watch the games?
I watch Portugal and France, right?
Yep.
And I was making fun of Switzerland. It was Switzerland versus England, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I was making fun of like Claudio because he was wearing his Swiss
Oh wow. Okay.
jersey, and I was like, "Yo, you need to burn that shit. Like, you guys lost and England won, And oh, by the way, I've been watching a lot of documentaries about football players. I watched the one for Maradona and Beckham. So now I'm into soccer and I understand. So I was like, soccer is not that boring now that I understand it. Pepe said, "I love your hair, thank you." Pedro says he did. And then Anthony Suspicious said, "I'm upset that reigning Euro champions are out. Canada is the dark horse. I have only seen highlights of the World Cup matches, but they were good. And like the Copa America, some of the teams like the USA and Mexico, they had a terrible performance. excuse my French, these motherfuckers get paid a lot of money not to do their job. And in Mexico, one of the things that people live, sweat, cry, and die for is soccer or football.
It's not even
know?
the money that they get paid. It's like, if we think about it, like here, this is a host city for the World Cup, right?
Yes.
And they're spending, like, they never did the subway lines they were supposed to do for like 10 years. They got the World Cup, and now they're doing it, but they're only doing it because they go to the stadium, so they're not even like the actual ones that we needed. So they're spending all this money from us, and they're not even capable. Like, if you invest all this money and go out there and get to the semifinals, if you get to Mexico, we've been waiting for a fifth game, which is quarterfinals. Man, just how can you get eliminated in the first fucking round? That is insane. That, I mean, and so they're basically hosting the games for other teams to win it, because this was supposed to be played in South America, but they brought it to the United States because, of course, there's a lot more money over here. But
and let's talk about ticket prices. They were insane. They are
insane. They are insane.
Like,
cheapest
dude,
ticket
okay.
for the semifinals is gonna be $2,000. Cheapest ticket.
No mames, o sea, like, okay. First of all, football. Let's be honest. I'm
There
gonna
can
sound
be a
terrible
draw.
saying this.
There was a lot of draws and a lot of
Yes, but
0-0.
fútbol siempre ha sido para los pobres. Football is always for people that don't have the resources, and that's the cheapest thing to play, because you just need a ball. You can play it even like
something to kick. It does not even matter.
Yes, and that's it. That's it. There's people all over the world who have become excellent football players or soccer players, and they have come from dirt poor into becoming one of the most rich people and most wealthy people in the world.
Yeah.
You're trying to sell tickets for $2,000 for a soccer game. Like, I get it. It's popular. It's like, I mean, I'm not going to compare it to NFL tickets or baseball tickets, but it's a ripoff. Like, let the people enjoy soccer with affordable prices. Don't try to rip us off.
I don't know. I don't know what will have to happen. Like, I thought, like, at least, because in Mexico we know everybody's like very corrupt and stuff like that. So that it's all about making money. It's not about being competitive and like that. But in the United States, they had a really bad tournament, and they did not win immediately and be like, okay, we're gonna get rid of everyone and hire new people. They just, nothing happened. Everything is on track. So I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's always business, but you gotta give something to the people, man. This is just not working out.
Well,
yeah.
Well, that's soccer for you guys. So you see that we are watching different things.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Let's talk about the shows that are popping right now. Popping. I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
And I watch it on the plane, so you know how many planes I take. I watch the 7 episodes of Baby Reindeer in the plane, and there was one episode. I think it was
okay. I have not watched that. Can you explain to us what that show is about?
So Baby Reindeer is all about this guy who thinks he's a comedian, or who is trying to become a comedian.
Right.
And he meets this woman, this very heavy-set woman, who hits on him, and he had a very low self-esteem, and he allows her to hit on her and for him to feel better about himself.
Because he feels better about it.
But she ends up stalking him, and she's a professional stalker. Like, she was a lawyer, and she worked with really important people. No, I'm serious. Like, she was convicted of being a stalker. So
she's like history.
That's the premise. That's the premise of the show. It just gets so twisted, and in terms of like what people are willing to do for fame and for an opportunity, and that's something that we're gonna, after this segment, we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, that will tie into our later more mature subject matter. By the way, there's gonna be something really mature, people, like not for kids, later on the show. So please be aware that something's gonna happen.
So this show is not for everyone. If you have any issues, if you've been sexually assaulted, if you have been, a victim of stalking, that's you're gonna get triggered. If
Right.
you are confused about your sexual orientation, that's gonna be very triggering. And if you don't like very raw, like in your face kind of thing, that is actually based on real things, it's gonna be hard for you to watch. So it
Well,
was hard for me at points, and it took me days to watch it, but I finished it, and I can tell you, I was a victim of a stalker before when I was in college. It was a female.
what?
That
So not
that show
even
was-
not even. Well, no. Wait a minute. How do we define stalker? I'm just gonna think about it right now. Okay, I'm
she
gonna
found
move on.
okay. No, she got my phone number. She got
Oh,
my email. Well, because I was working for the student government,
right.
and like
Oh,
she will
okay.
be sending me letters, leaving me shit, and like it's just like it got scary. Like it got really
Right.
scary, and I had to go and talk about it. She stopped. Then later on in life, the same thing happened. This how scary it was. I was working in Los Angeles, and I was with Holidad, and I never talked about this before, by the way.
Oh God. Good. Okay.
And I was telling him that I was having issues with someone who was stalking me to the point in where I was losing work opportunities. It was
Oh,
bad.
wow.
That person found out the room number that I was staying in and called my room at 12 or 1 in the morning. Holly that answer, and she was like, "Hey, motherfucker, you better stop calling." And she hangs up the phone. It was so scary because it has to go to a point in where like it's almost like risking your life to for you to go to the police because they don't do anything. They don't do anything. And it's very, very scary. And you guys seen it with other female wrestlers,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Deville.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it was very scary. The motherfucker was at her house. I know it has happened to the Hardys. It has happened to many, many people. So this is not something that is a joke. And that's why for a lot of people when they watch this show is very, very triggering. But if you're interested and you want to see more, go
Well,
on Netflix.
I
Go on
will.
Netflix and watch Baby Reindeer.
I will check it out. I just thought of not. Wow. You know how we just like block stuff sometimes. I think
Yeah.
I just realized something when we were talking about something that happened to me when I was like around like 15. That yeah, there was this person that was kind of obsessed with me, and like I will say something to other people, and then like one time I said I really like Calvin Klein perfumes, and that like this person came to my house and dropped off the Calvin Klein perfume, but he was not in the conversation, so I don't even know how how that happened. That's crazy. Okay, we'll talk about that later, but yeah, check out Baby Reindeer. So I just went through the 2 seasons of Fleabag, and this is crazy. It's a crazy show, but I think everybody should watch it because it just shows you how um you can be a mess but still mean good. It's crazy. It's a crazy show. So I highly recommend it. I've heard of the show before, but I would never really I never really watch it. So it's just crazy. I could never even explain it. This girl has a crazy ass life because she makes the worst decisions, but then her like everything around her it's also crazy and unfair, and like the family it's nuts. Everybody's like neurotic and stuff like that. Like it's like no one is a good person on the show, like no one. But it's like they frame the show so that you think that she's really really bad at it.
Yeah.
De repente quiere una novia tóxica. ¿Quién dijo eso?
I'm like dying. Pedro, you're tripping. I do not
No,
want a
you
toxic
don't know. No, no.
boyfriend. Brother. It's
No.
like no. Those become stalkers.
Yeah.
Those become stalkers.
Yeah.
Like they be like fucking blowing up your phone 25 times, telling you that they're gonna kill themselves and they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that, and you're just like, okay, go and kill yourself. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like
That's it. Yeah.
they show up in places that you don't expect them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
my
so-
face is just becoming like crazier and crazier.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely watch Fleabag. It's a great show. I just really love it. And also we're gonna talk about House of Dragons next week, so that Thunder can catch up with it. It's only 4 episodes, so I think you can watch it. And my movie recommendation of the week is A Quiet Place Day One. They should have called it A Quiet Place New York, because like New York City is so important in the movie. Like I don't know, they shouldn't call it Day One. Day One, I think they had like Day One on the second movie, which is a prequel, right?
Yeah.
Because they did
Yes.
had like the attack at the moment that it happened. So, anyways, Lupita Nyong'o, amazing. It's Lupita Nyong'o, right? But 3 minutes into the movie, you believe her character and everything that has happened to her, and you know that there is a backstory that they're not telling you, but she's so good, man. She's so good that you can feel everything on her. Like, it's not perfect, but it's almost there. Like, if somebody can get nominated for a scary movie, I think it's gonna be her, because she was so good on this.
Well, now you know. Go on to the movie, support the movie theater goers and movie theater people that work over there.
Yeah.
Go and watch Quiet Place.
Movie theaters need your help.
Yes. And now I make you wait until now because we're gonna talk about something raunchy. Now's the time. If you want to drop some money in the chat, you better drop it because I have some crazy stories on this one. So I just found out about this story. Let me promote Patreon first. Make sure if you haven't signed up for Patreon, sign up for Patreon.
You will not see this on her Patreon, but
you're not gonna see this. Absolutely not. Don't even ask me to do it because I am not gonna do it. Let's put a disclaimer. I am not going to do this.
We do not endorse. We do not endorse the actions that we're going to show you. But the question is, how far is too far? And also, what kind of authorities do we have that do not stop people from doing this shit? Like,
okay, let's ask the chat. I have 39 people right now. I know that I always get like really a lot of comments. Last time we were here, we talk about my feet. By the way, I'll be putting some manicure stuff and pedicure stuff. If you wanna like support Thunder's pedicures, drop some love in Patreon. It's gonna be out there. But there is a limit that everybody has. Some people don't have any limits anymore, right?
Apparently not.
Today I get a video from Tony and he says, Melissa, have you seen this on social media? And I said, no. What is this? I have no clue what you're talking about. I want everybody to pay attention. Are we gonna play the video?
We are going to play the video. So if this is something that's gonna bother you, and there is it's highly edited, because otherwise we will get a call from YouTube.
All right.
YouTube.
So before we put it, I want you guys to understand the situation. If you've been in New York City, you know that a lot of people in the metro, they do some crazy shit.
The subway.
You know, and the subway. We're talking about the metro in Mexico City, where there is kids. There is kids, grandmas, everyone, families, complete families, taking the metro. Millions and millions of people take the metro. Okay,
so no one except for like the 3 people that are doing this are willing participants of this shit. That's the point. Yeah. That's the fucked up part. So we're gonna show you the video.
We're gonna show you the video. Pay attention, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. So, okay.
We're a little behind.
Yeah. Okay, so I hope you got it, because I'm not gonna play it again. Can you see it?
I don't know. Oh, yes, you're showing it.
Okay, there you go.
There's water.
Okay, so that is a humanly fluid.
Wow.
I don't know you. Okay, I'm gonna play it once again because I want people to see when that lady in the white shoes and the blue jeans just like gets up and starts running from the. So that happened in Mexico City.
Yo, this woman is on the floor with some like you can show Brian, like some of the comments are gonna be you can leave them because it's very explicit.
Yeah, this is gonna
This
be
woman-
very explicit. Yeah.
This woman is spraying. This woman is spraying from her reproductive system in the metro. She's squirting to do content for her page.
Oh my god, that. This is.
So it's not agua de riñón.
Who said that? No, no, carnal.
Pedro
No
Hernandez.
es agua de riñón. No.
Okay.
No.
The question for you guys is: will you buy that video from her OnlyFans? I want a yes or a no. What's up? I want you to be honest. Brian Crosby, who's always doing a great job, this time is allowing some of this ratchet ass comments
Yeah,
that you're about to make.
this is the time.
Beg them. This
Okay,
is the
Pepe,
time.
that is good. Okay, but this is my point. She's not even doing it to sell it because everybody already has it now. She's just doing it for the attention. Of course, she's gonna get a lot of subscriptions and stuff. But
Yes.
But I mean, Jesus, it's like what do
So
they?
Travis, don't worry. I'm not, Aaron. You're gonna have to go on the rabbit hole on Twitter. You'll find
Yeah,
it there.
you will find it. You will find it. Believe me, it's trending right now.
It is trending.
It
in
is
Mexico.
trending, and
It's
that's
that's
the
the
super
sense.
highly edited version because you
more
can see
power to her that she
everything.
can do that.
You can see everything on the actual video that is trending. Like, I mean, I even edited the edited version so that we wouldn't show anything.
It says, okay, let me read some of this. Aaron says, I don't know who she is. Roddy McNeil said, hell nah. Pedro says no. Dan V says, good God, no. Yeah, no dice for me. Justin says, you mean I would buy it again? Oh.
Oh my God!
We
Again?
went there.
Wow, Justin.
Hell no, says Don Julio. I hate to be the cleanup crew, says Mike.
That's
McDonald.
yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about that part. So imagine you're coming back from work, right? You're coming back from work. It's 9 o'clock, and then you have this happen to you, and then you have to go up to your wife. It's like, bro, why do you smell like BJJ, man? What's going on? Like,
Hey, there was a lady. You're not gonna believe this.
you're
There
not
was
gonna
this
believe
girl
this. That's my point.
There's
Like,
this
you're not.
girl,
You know
she
what
was
happened,
like
bro? I was
playing with
walking
her
back
guitar,
home.
playing with the guitar, like with the strings, and it was just an explosion of like wetness, and there was people there, you know. Yeah, Pedro Hernandez got it. It's something Luna Bella from Monterey will do for views.
Yeah, well, it's the thing is that this is the second time that she does this. She did it here in Monterey, and now she's done it in Mexico City, bro. But my question is like, so she nothing happened to her when she did it here, so she's like, of course I'm gonna do it in Mexico City. Why wouldn't it? Like, does that count as evidence for indecent exposure or lewd behavior committed? As far as we know, they said that there is nothing to be done unless somebody opens a line of investigation. Yeah.
So this is the deal. This is the bottom line, guys. The week before, there was another guy selling gorditas, like food, in the metro, trying to make money, and he got kicked out, and they beat the shit out of him.
And they beat the shit out of him. Like they actually beat the shit out of him.
And listen, I am not shaming anybody, but that's why I'm asking you guys. And she goes in there, she plays with herself.
Yeah.
She, reaps the fruits of her game, and she gets away with it. So, and both of them were trying to make money or trying to like whatever. And it's cool, like, it's
why one is cool and the other one isn't if it's both trying to make a buck. That's the only thing that it's very. Imagine slipping and falling on it. Yeah, well,
I mean,
imagine.
that's cool. Like, if you do, I mean, listen, like King.com, they do all that kind of stuff. Like, they do it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
an
yeah.
enclosed area. A lot of the OnlyFans girls and guys do, like, they do a lot of that stuff, and it's like that, and it's risque. And other places, people do this in like plain sight, but there is a safe area for people to do it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this is different because it's in the metro,
Yeah, and this
and
is
like,
unwilling participants. Like everyone there does not want to be there. And
uh,
like this is something that is very real, Thunder, right? We always have to like find like permits and all this other stuff to do all this kind, like even just to do a photo shoot. We always have to have like in advance. We go and ask like, can we do a photo shoot here? Like when we did the photo shoot in the ¿cómo se llama? In the graveyards here,
wait,
we had to go and like
yes.
ask the day before, or when we every time we do. I don't think they ask anyone to do this, and everyone in there is just not wanting to be there. Like I don't want to be there. Like I'm just going
No,
back
and this is
home.
and this is the thing. There's I see her like as an exhibitionist. Yeah, she's an exhibitionist. You can be an exhibitionist in a safe place where people want to see that and they want to participate. They want to watch it and they want to get off on that.
I
But
think
there
that
is this it
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you know and what you're saying right now is the fact that she did it in a place and where there are people that are not possibly they never seen something like this and they're not used to it and they're not willing participants. That's what makes it different. I don't kink shame anyone because everybody has the right to be into whatever. I mean, somebody, Nino Brown says like Hawk 2 girl is mad now. Like the Hawk 2 girl, she became a sensation overnight because she spit on that thing. But it's like,
But that's just a funny thing. That this is not in the same level of this thing, because
no, 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 no. That's what I'm saying.
I think that we're going as far as consent with this. Like what consent is, because there's a sexual act in front of you. If you are not consenting to being part of it, because now you're part of it, because I mean, of course you had to like hide your face and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Yeah, Justin is talking about it isn't any worse that the guys in New York that do wrestling matches in the subway cars. What if somebody gets slammed on you when you are on the commute? I think they announced.
They
What do they
do.
call? That's my homie.
Yeah, that's your homie. What's
They
his
an-
name?
yeah, that's my homie. They announced that they're gonna do
Yeah,
those
in
shows so that
advance.
people
Actually, they show
in
it. Yeah,
advance,
yeah, yeah.
so
They
that
do.
people that are there they know that this is gonna happen,
Yeah,
and
it's a
they're at their own risk. I don't
yeah.
think in this situation people knew that she was gonna get frisky and the whap. There you go. This is what I can use, the whap. And the whap was out there.
Yeah, no,
Piece
I don't
of
think you
porn
were
from
in the
Mexico.
same level.
Yeah. And then I don't have to censor Dawn or in OnlyFans. Before she said, hold on, Hawk 2, she admitted to dating 5 guys at the same time, which is cool. Like, let her
Yeah,
get her shit.
yeah.
But that's what I want to discuss. And this is such a good conversation, guys, that you are, because everybody thinks, and most of you guys are guys. And listen, if you are into it, no king shame, more power to you. But it's
Has
just like
nothing to do with the kink shame. Like, I don't think that's what we're talking about, because I think everybody is pretty open. I think the problem is that you have, like, even when you have a kink, you have to ask the other person if they're down to whatever you're going to do. And I don't think that's what happened here, right? Like, I think they just went for it and, like, we'll figure it out later. And I think that's the problem.
somebody's, bro, Mike says someone should introduce that girl to Joey Janela. Might make him blush. I don't know.
Whoa, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, Brian Cosby said it's not for him. I'm good with the wrestlers, TikTokers, and OnlyFans content creators on my train any day. I'm not judgmental. I mean, I'm not being judgmental. I'm not. That's what I just said. It's just like I wanted to see from you guys, like, what is far. When is when you take it far too far?
Yeah.
And I feel for me
How far is
as a
too
content
far?
creator,
Yeah.
even if I was a porn star, for me doing this on a live with live people that are not exhibitionists, that are not into the lifestyle, that are not in that will be taking it a little too far.
Yeah, this is I don't even know where to start with this because how like and you cannot control who's gonna be on the train. You can,
Pobres niños.
I mean I, I mean not even
Imagine
kids.
trying
Okay,
to explain that to your kids, mommy. What's coming out of her kitty cat? And the mom's like, I don't even know. I never seen that before.
I
Do
that
you know?
that never happened to me before. I mean, your dad is not really well. I will never know because your dad is horrible at this. It's like,
Oh yeah, or her like a little girl asked that to her dad. I mean, it was like, Dad, what is that? And the dad's like, I don't know. I only heard in the myths. It's a mythical thing.
That is not real. What I'm looking at right now is not real.
Well, yeah, that's the achievement of the day.
Yeah, that's so that's what's happening. That was something that happened right before we came to the show, so we decided to talk about it because we are all adults here, and this is not made for kids. So,
no, and that's what I'm saying. Is like, I mean, there's very few. There's very few women that can do that, and I mean, she seems like she opened the faucet. It's like the lady opened the damn faucet. If you're talking about WAP, that's the WAP.
That's what I was saying.
With
how far is too far? Like
letters.
literally, that thing went far back. That's just terrible.
I hope he doesn't smell like tuna, Don Julio, because that would be sad.
Yeah,
that would be very sad. And with that, guys, don't forget to sign to my Patreon. New content is dropping all this month. Also, I know I've been saying that I'm going to put some GoFunds. One for Kevin Sullivan, who's struggling right now with his health. I'm going to put it as soon as I'm done with this. Then I also have the Good Collective. That's another nonprofit organization from another Latina. She does a lot of work in New York, here in San Antonio, and Tulum with kids that don't have the means to do art, music, and all that stuff. I'm going to put it in there so you guys can, drop a couple bucks there. Then I have the Amazon wish list. I know some of you guys have asking me for my dad's health. There's some stuff that my dad needs, and I would like for everybody, if you guys want to, send him something, for you guys to send him and send him a little nice message too. He's very motivated. He's been exercising every day, and I think I'm gonna get him into DDP yoga. I think it's super important for him because he has a major back issue, and I know all of you guys love Papa Rosa, and he wants to be here for another 20 years. So that's that. And
yeah,
then
let's get Papa Rosa healthy. Yeah.
Yes, and then my birthday is on the 22nd. I might do an Amazon wish list if you guys want to send me some stuff.
Well, that's also a Monday, so we might do something for that.
Yes. I might not. I'm just saying.
But might take the day out.
Yes. So again, thank you so much for.
Oh, also, your birthday is also the premiere of Deadpool and Wolverine, and we have a special.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah, the same week. Yeah. I already have tickets, man. Come on.
Bro, you look like Pepe Aguilar. Somebody said.
Who? Me? No mames.
Yeah. Tony Allen looks like Pepe Aguilar.
I cannot do that. Yeah. So since both your birthday and Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine are dropping on the same week, we might have a special something on thunderrosa.net. So it's coming out pretty soon. Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
I was like, do we?
I sent it to you. You never check shit. Okay, so yeah, there's gonna be a surprise there for everybody to get. I hope you guys get it. It's gonna probably come out on her birthday. So make sure to check out thunderrosa.net and Patreon.
And thanks for dropping Ryan for dropping the $10. Super chat is always welcome. We had some crazy comments. And I think we're gonna be doing we're gonna talk about some of this crazy stuff. We didn't talk about the Hawk2 girl, this is kind of past news.
Yeah,
this is the new one, and I think it's worth talking about it.
Yeah,
and you guys are great with all the comments. Thank you for.
We really appreciate you guys.
Keeping it PG and not PG. We appreciate that because I don't care. But
we truly have the best group chat here because they're the comments are they're on point. You did not disappoint me because I knew how they will react to this. Like I was like, we're gonna put it on, and the other was like, oh, well, we're gonna put it on. I'm like, oh well, but I knew you guys were gonna respond. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Here.
Travis Reno, happy birthday, belated birthday. Nino, I don't know. It was playing and they didn't tell me they were playing it, but I think it's in Fox. Thank you, Dan, for the 1999. You are the best. You are the 10th super chat in here. I love you guys. Remember, I love you guys. I'm gonna finish my food. And just remember, Tony, I hope you do know this. Not everybody's your best friend.
Oh God. Okay. Yes. Sure. Not your champion.
Nope.
All right, guys. Thank you, Dan V. Thank you, Dan V. We really appreciate it. Well, guys, thank you very much. This was Thunder Nights. We see you. Don't forget to check out the vlog on Saturday, and we'll probably try to check all the taco vlogs. The taco vlogs are trending. Like, go and check all the taco vlogs. They're great. Well, Thunder, ¿te quieres despedir?
Ya, pues, váyanse a la chingada. Buenas noches.
Váyanse a dormir. Váyanse a dormir. All right. Buenas noches. This was Thunder Nights. Bye-bye.